In today's news, the new digital revolution has been developing for some time now, gradually from behind the scenes for decades and decades, and it looks like this gradual but then sudden shift is almost upon us. The XRP revolution has kicked into second gear as regulations are now in play. But firstly, as we can see here from the Crypto Hulk, a major warning that USA banks are secretly dumping almost $3 trillion in debt. Take a listen.
Look what we got here. U.S. banks are dumping $2.5 trillion worth of losses. It's property loans, corporate property loans, everybody. This is one of the reasons we had the last recession in this country was real estate loans. This is all happening all over again. Now, check this out. You've got the head of the Bank for International Settlements. This is the boss of all the banks in the world. Rising government debt levels could disrupt global financial markets. Then they start talking about elections. They're all flipping to be Republican.
This is encroaching onto the worst case scenario, an imminent black swan and one of, if not the worst financial collapse ever in history. And many are not prepared for this shift, and the reason why is fairly simple. It's because they are not aware. They are not aware of this imminent crash. They are not aware of where this financial system is heading and developing, and they are not aware of the role crypto, blockchain, and especially most importantly Ripple and XRP are playing in this revolution. We can see here in an interview that happened this year with the ex-CFTC chair telling a room full of the global 1% elites of the world, the central bankers, financial institutions, large organizations, fintechs, hedge funds, asset managers, telling them all that we will all be dealing in crypto.
Here's the point. Whether or not one country deploys central bank digital currency, or many do, the fact of the matter is all of us and our fellow men and women are going to be dealing with crypto, cbdc, and stable coins for years to come.
Look, I'll be blunt. This is my own opinion, of course, not financial advice, and always do your own research, but I just don't think you can afford to be naive or dismissive anymore. Crypto evidently is the future of the financial system. You need to follow the money and capitalize on the shift that is currently happening before your eyes. This is what the global leaders have been planning. We can see in a research paper from Fidelity confirming institutions are here, but the biggest players have yet to arrive. 58% are invested, 66% are interested. Effectively, the majority of institutions are getting involved with digital assets, with crypto, and this number is only going to increase. Especially now, stablecoin regulations are officially live in Europe. The world's first legal framework for crypto assets has begun in Europe, Mica. What is it, and how does this impact crypto users around the world? Well, the goal effectively is to enhance consumer protection, market integrity, and financial stability of the digital asset landscape. And if exchanges, trading platforms, management firms, advisories, effectively if anyone wants to do business with any of the 27 states, they have to comply with Mica rules and regulations. And if they don't, simply put, they will cease to exist. We can see in this interview with Nasdaq Trade Talks that Mica will set the tone for crypto regulations globally all around the world. Everyone will have to comply or they will be left behind. Take a listen.
How do you think other regions will look to regulate crypto?
So I feel Mica, along with the recent statements from the SEC and CTC, will really set the tone for crypto regulation globally. This is that crypto assets and the digital asset industry as a whole needs to meet the same standards in such things as governance, transparency, and prevention of market abuse that applies to traditional marketplaces. For market abuse more specifically, it's going to be very similar to the impact of MAR when that came in the EU as well. The additional detail provided by the Mica rules and the practical steps in their eventual application are going to be watched very tightly by, I would say, almost every other jurisdiction in the world as they're writing their own crypto regulations right now.
Now, the reason why this is big news And when combining this announcement with the banks dumping multiple trillions of dollars worth, 2.5, almost $3 trillion, and the reason why this announcement combined with that is bullish news for XRP and confirms the second gear of XRP's revolution has begun is because Ripple and XRP are already part of Mica's ecosystem. Mica supports utility tokens, and evidently, as Mica confirm, Ripple and XRP is a utility token, therefore it is compliant with Mica. Not to mention that XRP already has significant influence in Europe. Built on the XRP ledger Axiology chosen by the European Central Bank for the digital euro experiment, pioneering distributed ledger technology in capital markets, an experiment working to use the DLT for settling transactions with central bank money, applying settlement to securities debts, including bonds within both primary and secondary markets, and much more. This is very, very big news. The biggest banks in the world deeply trust Ripple and XRP, hence why at the center of all these developments, we see the XRP ledger, Ripple's technology, their protocols. Europe are utilizing Ripple to lead this revolution, and things are only going to continue getting better for Ripple and XRP in the near future, as we can hear from former Ripple board member and co-president of Morgan Stanley, Zoe Cruz, talking about stablecoins at this conference, stating that all USD-backed stablecoins have a bright future.
This country, I'm a Greek immigrant. There's nothing more innovative than this country, So for me, the stablecoin explosion, positive explosion, is a very, very big deal, a very positive deal. But do you know why I know you know, to the audience, why the Americans are allowing this to happen? Basically, because you can make dollars available all over the world, because the world trade still is done in dollars.
Now, of course, this is bullish for Ripple because they are planning to release their own dollar-backed stablecoin, the RLUSD, before the end of this year, which will further bolster the liquidity and price of XRP in the years to come. And in addition to that, is the compatibility to the EVM sidechain, which we can hear in this video that the biggest goal of the EVM sidechain is to be the application of the XRP ledger that creates more demand for XRP. Take a listen.
Are very clear, and I encouraged people last year on Apex. I think it's even more important to encourage people today. We are getting closer and closer. The software is almost ready. It's very prepared for production. The amendment is published. It just needs to be voted. For the apps to launch in one of the biggest blockchains, obviously in Bitcoin it's quite difficult to launch EVM products. So you have Ethereum, you have Binance, and you have XRP. So you are effectively launching on the third biggest blockchain in terms of market cap. You can bring any EVM compatible contract, and you have XRP as a native token. That's also very important because you can connect through the bridge to any other chain. But if you connect with the bridge to any other chain, you need to sell XRP. So it creates a flow of increase the offer of XRP sold. You cannot interact with them while holding or trusting, for example, XRP. And when you sold that, all the fees on the other ecosystems will be paid in Matic, in Ethereum, in whatever, which ultimately grows and benefits the infrastructure of these chains. This is perfectly compatible and you can use it, but if we encourage people to launch these EVM projects on the EVM sidechain, this creates demand of XRP because all these projects will need to purchase XRP in order to deploy their software. All the people they are inviting, they will need to purchase XRP to use that. So it creates a flow that it creates demand. Actually, one of the biggest goals, I think, for the EVM sidechain is to be the application of the XRP ledger that creates more demand of XRP between many others, because it's a general purpose application, which is a blockchain itself.
But wait, because there is more. With the XRP ledger ready to adopt tokenized gold and silver this quarter, Q3 2024 again, this adds another layer to Ripple's continuing adoption and growth and will play another crucial role in the future price of XRP to be worth thousands of dollars. The old system is collapsing right before our eyes, and the global leaders seemingly want XRP to take its rightful place in the monetary system. The revolution is almost upon us, so remember, don't look short term, think long term, and I'll see you in the next one.